Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Ko. I'll be teaching you lesson 7.7 on our everyday math. Today you're going to learn how to estimate, find, and assess the reasonableness of answers to multi-step division number stories. So let's get started on our multi-step division number stories. Okay, let's do our quick mental math. Just very quick division, 63 divided by 7, 42 divided by 6, 36 divided by 4 are. Just write your answers quickly and let's share our answers. It is 9, 7, and 9. Next, 400 divided by 2, 100 divided by 2, 800 divided by 4. Two goes into 4 how many times? 2 times. Add the 2 zeros, remaining zeros. 2 does not go into 1, so we have to do 10. 2 goes into 10 5 times and add the remaining 0. 4 goes into 8, how many times? 2 times, and 2 remaining zeros right there. So the answer is would be 200, 50, and 200. Next. Okay, 3,000 divided by 50, 3,200 divided by 40, 5,400 divided by 90, in this case, I like to see how many times does 5 go into 30. Okay. 4 into 32, 9 into 54. We cancel out the zeros. So what's your answer? 5 goes into 36 times and add the remaining 0. 4 goes into 32 8 times and a remaining 0. There. 9 goes into 54 6 times and the remaining 0. Okay, let's check our answers. Okay, 60, 80, 60. All right, here are some anchor charts that you might need. Circle key number and units. What do? First, when you read your word problem, I like to circle the numbers and the units. For C, U, underline the question. B, box the action word. E, evaluate, eliminate. S, show your work and check. Today we're going to be using a lot of words with division because we are working on multi-step division word stories. So we're going to see a lot of the words of each, equal parts, evenly, every, into. These are all very common division words, so let's look for them. Josh and his two friends. Josh and his two friends own a lemonade stand. On a hot Saturday, they sold $171 worth of lemonade in 5 hours. They needed $36 to pay for their supplies. If the boys, now let's underline the question. If the boys split the remaining money evenly, how much money did Josh make per hour? There's another unit that we did not circle, number and units. Josh and 2 of his friends is a number, and which represents how many people? 3 people altogether. Had a lemonade stand. On a hot Saturday, they sold 171 worth of lemonade in 5 hours. They needed $36 to pay for their supplies. If the boys split the remaining money evenly, how much money did Josh make per hour? Next, we have to box the action word. Where is the action word that we see? If the boys split the money evenly, how much money did Josh make per hour? Per is another word for each hour. Okay, so now let's go back, eliminate, evaluate what we have to do. Now, first step. First, what will we have to do? I think first we would have to, let me see if I can do it with this. First, I would have to find out, well, altogether they earn $171. And they need to, I would have to subtract 36 because that's how much it cost for all the supplies, right? That's the first step. Next, how many hours did they work? 5 hours. So I would have to split that, divide that into 5, would give them each hour, but I would have to do another parentheses, and I would have to divide that among how many kids? 3 kids altogether. So there are 3 steps. First step is you would have to do the one that's inside the parentheses, the first one, 171 minus 36, because you need to find out how much money do they have altogether. Then you would have to get that answer, divide it into 5 for each hour. Then you would have to divide that into 3 because there were 3 of his friends. So let's solve this question. Okay, so as mentioned before, what we would have to do, okay, so the first step. So the first step you would have to do is 171 minus 36 would be 135. So next step you would have to do, then I would have to do 135 divided by 5. Step 2 right there. I know that 5 goes into 135 at least 20 times. 5 times 20 is 100. 35. I know that 5 goes into 35 7 times. So your answer is 27. Now I would have to do the last step. Then finally what I would have to do is 27 divided by 3, or 27 divided by 3 equals, everybody? 9. Good. So in this case, Josh would have made $9 an hour. Let's try another one. Okay, Mrs. Hartford runs a custom shop. Actors in a local play, oh, I can't read it, I can't see it, asked her to order 2 kinds of hats, top hats and bowler hats. She placed 2 orders for top hats, which cost her $132. 3 top hats came in each order. She placed 2 orders for bowler hats, which cost $160. 5 bowler hats came in each order. So let's see what we have to do. I like to do cubes. Actors ordered 2 kinds of hats, a top hat and a bowler hat. She placed 2 orders for the top hats, which cost her $132. 3 top hats came in each order. She placed 2 orders. Let's do a different color. She ordered 2 orders for the bowler hats, which cost $160, and 5 hats came in each order. Okay, so if I were to draw this out, this is how it would look. Let's see. There were 2 orders of top hats. And it cost $132. And 3 top hats come in each order. This was 1 order. There are 3 hats in each order. Next, she ordered 2 orders of the bowler hats, which cost $160. And in each order, there are 5 bowler hats. Now, the actors are coming individually to pick up their hats to figure out how much to charge each actor for the hat. Mr. Haverford calculates the cost of a single bowler hat and a single top hat for her order information. Which hat costs more? Bowler hat or the top hat? And how much more? There's another question. How much more? Which hat costs more? So this is what I would do. So altogether there are 6 hats. So I would do 6 divided by 132. Let's say 6 times 10 is 60. That would be 13. What am I doing? 2, 12. Oh, what am I doing? Let's cross that out. Let's do it again. Let's write it neatly. 6 divided by 132. Okay, 6 times 10 is 60. 2, 0, 2. 13 minus 6 is 7. Again, I might do another 10. 60 would be 12. And another 2 would be 12. Yes, so that would cost $22 per hat. What about over here? Well, that's 10 altogether. So 10 divided by 160. Very easy. 16 times 10 is 160. So it costs $16 an hour. $16 per hat. So this would cost $16 per hat. This would cost $22 per hat. Which hat costs more? So I would say the top hat costs more by how much? So your last step is 22 minus 16 would be $6. So it would be top hat, how much more? By $6.